one Fort Wayne homeowner, the cold, well, it's really not a problem at all. It's because Aaron Macon built a remote-controlled snowblower. Look at that. Now he can just sit inside his warm home while cleaning his driveway. That's pretty cool. As you can see, the RC snowblower does leave a little bit of snow behind, but on a day like Thursday, I'm sure most of us will take that.
Unless you're this man who can clear his driveway from inside.
I'm a nerd.
Aaron Macon built a remote-controlled snowblower. While his neighbors battle the cold, he's staying nice and warm.
I see they're pretty cold out there, and I kind of feel bad for them.
Other note on the weather tonight, one novel solution to the back-breaking work of shoveling snow, and it's made in America. It's a remote-controlled snowblower made by Aaron Macon from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It started out as a remote-controlled lawnmower, but with new chains on the tires and the game-style controller, he can plow without breaking a sweat. I see a story here in the making.
Shoveling snow equals fun? I guess if you have a remote-controlled snowblower.
Flying thrills to the everyday drudgery of digging out from one of the most brutal winters on record. To put things in perspective, more snow has fallen this year in New York City than Anchorage, Alaska. And that record snowfall has inspired an engineer we met in Indiana to invent something that has others green with envy.
Aaron Macon is done with winter. He's fed up. He's over snow. And he's taking a stand against Mother Nature with this.
I had a snowblower sitting in the garage, and I had a remote control frame sitting in the garage, and put two and two together, and it worked out pretty well.
Aaron is an engineer, and he's got a thing for remote control.
So first,
Flying thrills to the everyday drudgery of digging out from one of the most brutal winters on record. To put things in perspective, more snow has fallen this year in New York City than Anchorage, Alaska. And that record snowfall has inspired an engineer we met in Indiana to invent something that has others green with envy.
Aaron Macon is done with winter. He's fed up. He's over snow. And he's taking a stand against Mother Nature with this.
I had a snowblower sitting in the garage, and I had a remote control frame sitting in the garage, and put two and two together, and it worked out pretty well.
Aaron is an engineer, and he's got a thing for remote control.
So first it started with a remote control lawnmower. It mows my lawn in about 45 minutes. I have a remote control Twinkie tank. It's like a potato cannon, but I'm shooting junk food to the neighbor kids. And we have a remote control Barbie Jeep.
It's running out of gas.
I have two daughters that love to ride in that. I guess you would call me an over-controlling parent because I have to drive their Power Wheels for them.
They're all passion projects, but this one is sprinkled with necessity.
I would say the snowblower saved me about 6 hours outside. It snowed maybe once a week for the last month, and this winter it's really got its work out. It clears snow up to about 6 inches. It's not always the most efficient way of doing it, but it sure is a lot warmer.
Today, Aaron is hoping to up the snowblower's efficiency. He's pulled it into the garage for two key modifications.
My main issue is a traction issue, so I thought about putting like tank tracks, bulldozer tracks to help with some grip.
I'm going to mount to the frame like this, and then I'm going to wrap a dirt bike wheel around this wheel and around this wheel and create a track system.
Do you think that's going to work good?
I don't think so. Because we have a big wheel and a small wheel, and that difference, the dirt bike wheel will not track very well.
Time for a test run. And
So that's not going to work. Next I'm going to take out the tires and swap them out with smaller tires. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You want to help? Okay, good.
Hold on. Is it hard?
It is not.
Here's your purple hammer.
Yes. Hit it.
Knock it in there.
This one?
Yep, knock it in there. Hit it harder. Good job. All right, that's perfect. Time to test it.
And success. On to step 2.
I still have to go outside to start the snowblower, and I want to remote start the snowblower. So I'm going to connect up the inverter, and we're all wired up. We got power.
It's connected to this switch right here.
All right, let's go ahead and test it. I turn my controls on, turn the snowblower on. I'm going to test the controls, and they are not, because I don't have it on. Let's see what happens. There you go, it's working. So I'm going to try it again. All right, it worked.
This blower is ready to roll.
Yes. All right, works. Let's go see how it works. That was awesome. That's the first time I've done that from here. Basically doubled the surface contact of the tire. I have about a foot of contact on the ground, and with some really knobby tread, I think that's really helping it grip. I think that's the ticket.
A successful day in the great indoors. Mostly.
Yep, it's just all loose. Looks like I didn't torque down my nuts very well, and I didn't anchor the bolt very tightly to the hub. It's live and learn, trial and error, and we'll come back with a better design next time. So it'll be throwing snow in no time.
I gotta tell you, I really love creative engineers.
He is creative, and not surprisingly, Aaron's been approached by a few people to buy his snowblower. In fact, he got contacted by a very desperate customer in upstate New York.
It wasn't me.
No, somebody else, honest. But anyway, they said they would pay whatever it costs to get his snowblower. But no, Aaron won't sell his snowblower.
So you might be wondering, what are all of his fans to do?
If you're wondering that, plans and a step-by-step guide to building your own snowblower are online, and you can find a link to that on our Facebook page or on Twitter @Daily Planet Show.